So this is a video of our sales presentation done on the 15th of the 12th, 2021. Here I've got with me Nikki. Okay, so I heard you want some online coaching, so I'm just gonna basically explain my service and how much it costs, and yeah, so I offer online coaching. So that's basically online programming that suits your goal. It's personalized and it suits basically I'll take into account as much information as I can get from you. So like how much time you have, how much money, how many sessions you can take, your goal itself and all that. But yeah, basically so that's $40 per week. And I have a promotion currently, so if you commit to 20 weeks, or yeah, 20 weeks, then you'll get 10 free PT sessions. So the first 10 PT sessions will be free. So that's one of my services that I'm running at the moment, and then the other one is just the PT sessions. So that's where I will go and make a PT session each time. So it'll be suited to the day. So depending on when you want to do it, you schedule it ahead of time, like 1 to 2, 3 days at least. And I will basically remake it every time, change it every time so it's different, and you will have that whole 1 hour. So that's how long the session will be. The whole 1 hour you'll have my undivided attention basically. So that is PT sessions, PT session. I should be showing you this. I have to use a pen and paper. So PT sessions, I charge $60 an hour. $60 an hour, and that's for 1 hour usually. So, so what do you think?
It's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? I can always, if you want us to do the online coaching, I can always lower this down to the $20 option. So $20 per week instead, and you still get the 10 free PT sessions. So that's totaling, so basically you're totaling over the 20 weeks, you're totaling $400 here. But because you're getting 10 free PT sessions, that's $600 you get off. So technically you're saving, well, $200. So, I mean, that's just one of the options I can provide. If money is an issue, my main goal is to make you enjoy things. So, and obviously this takes time, so I need money for it. Right? I put a lot of effort into each program. I make sure that you're gonna have a good time, good session, and you get something out of it basically. So my service does cost money, but my main goal is to make you have fun, to make you enjoy the gym. So that's one of my other options. Does that sound okay?
That sounds fine.
Okay, sweet. So when would you like to start?
As soon as possible.
Okay, so we can book in, let's say, Monday next week. At what time suits you?
About 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Excellent. We'll do 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Alrighty, I'll book that in and make you a program. Thank you. This is a video of a pre-screening / exercise program done on the 15th of the 2nd of the 12th, 2021. Yeah, I've got with me my little brother, Charles, and we're gonna go through some forms. So, okay. Let's do it. So firstly, let me just double check them. Okay. So firstly, we need to go through all this pre-screening stuff. This is just basically to highlight any potential issues that you have for future programming and training. I think you're gonna be fine mostly, but it's just to double check and make sure for like liability issues, just so I don't get sued. So we're just gonna go through it. So full name,
Charles Pike.
date of birth,
11/4/2001.
can't remember. Male or female?
Male.
Okay. Has your medical practitioner ever told you you have a heart condition or ever have suffered a stroke?
No.
Do you ever experience unexplained pains or discomfort in your chest at rest or during physical exercise?
Nope.
feel faint, dizzy, or lose balance during physical exercise?
No.
Have you had an asthma attack required immediate Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
Nice. If you have diabetes, 1 or 2, have you had trouble controlling your blood? Do you have diabetes?
No.
Okay. Do you have any conditions that may require special consideration for your exercise?
No.
Okay. And so, can you just give me like a general like guide of like how many times do you exercise per week or do like stuff, and for how long?
Less than 3. 4. About 300 minutes per week.
Nice. Okay, 300 minutes. Cool. So that's that. And can I just get your signature here, please? So that's the first stage done, and you passed the test. You're low risk. So windy. Okay, next. So second stage, we're just gonna go through some basic information. So what's your age?
20.
Male, female, male.
Male.
Have you had family history of heart disease or anything like that? No. Do you smoke cigarettes on a daily, or have you quit in the past 6 months?
No.
Okay. So now we're just gonna quickly measure your body weight, height, and waist circumference. So we're gonna start with the body weight. So if you could just stand on this scale for me, take your shoes off. Usually I would ask you to take off your clothes too, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, 92.4. 92.4. And so your height will just go here. Let me just make sure you're inside. Okay, so nice level surface. Bum, bum. Okay, thank you. So you are approximately 180. 180. You wish.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 180. Oh, that's the waist.
Same waist, 180.
Just a balloon. Okay, we'll do waist circumference now. So let me get a string of some sort.
Big ass fucking road.
So
Could you steal it?
we had a band. Oh, no,
Yes,
no, this will do. So can I get you to just grab this with your other hand? So I don't want to. So basically, grab it with your other hand. Yep. And so we come back around. So this is how I'm meant to do it. So I don't like get too close to. It's like personal space sort of thing. And we put it around your waist, so above your hip bones. Boom, and just relax. Don't push out. Don't do anything. Just relax. So that's so about 180.
42.
Yeah, it's around like 100. Let's just say 100 centimeters. Or maybe like, yeah, let's just say you're obese. Okay. Have you been told that you have high blood pressure?
No.
I gotta calculate your body mass index, which I'll do in my head. And so you don't have high blood pressure. Okay. Have you been told that you've had high cholesterol or blood lipids?
No.
I'm not taking medication because you don't have it, of course. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Have you been told you have high blood sugar?
No.
Are you okay? Are you currently taking any prescribed medications for any conditions?
No.
Okay. Have you spent time in the hospital for any condition, illness, or injury in the past 12 months?
No.
Are you pregnant?
Yeah, no.
Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone, or tendon, ligament, joint problems that have been told could make it worse by participating in exercise?
No.
Okay. Cool. So you passed the test. You are low risk. So you are almost ready. Almost ready to exercise.
Are we actually going to do some exercise?
Yes. This one round. The personal training profile. So I'm just gonna fill out some details. I already know your name, date of birth, today's date. So currently, what's your occupation?
I am a retail worker
Okay.
/ student.
Okay, your address.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay, 40 Church Avenue.
We just got props.
Low risk, my name. Okay, so health and fitness goals. So S specifically, what is your goal?
To become thinner.
To become thinner. So to lose some weight. Some weight. How much weight do you want to lose?
20 kilos.
That's a bit much.
15 kilos.
Be a bit more realistic.
10 kilos.
10 kilos? Okay, that's reasonable. I reckon that's achievable. So yes. Realistic. You committed?
Yes.
Yes. Committed. And then the time frame. So, do you have a time frame in mind where you want to lose this 10 kilos?
6 months.
6 months. So that's a reasonably long time frame, which is fair. Well, I reckon you could probably get 10 kilos off in
3 months.
12 weeks. I reckon 4 months.
4 months.
I reckon 4 months. So 6 months is good that you want to take your time with it, but I reckon it's achievable and like you could do it like basically in 4 months. So let's do 4 months. So what do you need to do to be successful?
Stop eating KFC.
Stop eating takeaway. Anything else?
Be more active. Lack of motivation. Consistency. Consistently eating KFC.
Consistency and be more active. Well, like those ones are good actually. Those are good. Is there anything that might prevent you from your success?
KFC. Loss of motivation.
Are you currently exercising?
Yes.
How often are you exercising?
2 to 3.
For how long?
30 minutes.
Okay, and what would you say this is? What sort of intensity would this be at?
Moderate.
Okay, not bad. That's fine. And you haven't recently been pregnant?
No.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Oh yeah, and do you have any medications that you take normally?
No.
Okay. Oh, you don't take asthma anymore?
No.
Okay, so cross that out. Okay. So, your lifestyle. What would you say, how active is your job?
Very moderate activity.
How active is your day?
Moderate activity.
How many hours of sleep do you sleep at night?
About 7 or 9.
Is that true?
Yes.
In the past month, how often have you been physically restricted by your health?
Every day.
Okay. In the past month, how often have you been emotionally affected by your health?
Always.
Fair. What are you laughing? Pick the statement that most accurately describes your diet.
I feel that there are a few changes I could make to my diet too.
Okay. And do you require a nutritional consultation?
Yes.
How much time can you commit to your exercise plan?
About 4 hours per week.
Okay, that works. So 4 hours per week, so that's 4 sessions, 1 hour each?
Yes.
Okay. And what time of day do you prefer to exercise?
In the afternoon.
And what days do you want to train on?
Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, and Wednesday.
What fitness activity interests you? So we got walking, we got stationary cycling,
None of the above.
stretching,
Free weights.
free weights. What about sport?
Just free weights.
Just free weights. Okay, just free weights. Don't like doing anything else. That's fair. Okay, is there any personal circumstances, like a religion or like spiritual beliefs, dietary choices that would impact your exercise program?
No.
Okay. And what intensity would you like to exercise at?
Moderate.
Is there any exercise programs that you don't like doing? Sorry, is there any exercises that you don't like doing, like activities, fitness activities, sorry?
Abs and cardio.
Abs and cardio.
And legs.
What about
And
this one?
upper body. Grip classes.
Okay.
I prefer to train by myself.
Okay. Cool. Abs and upper body and lower body. Okay, so we're just gonna measure your resting heart rate. Can you get off the phone, please? I need to measure it. So can you put your hand on this table? Like this? Thank you.
I use a pointer finger.
Can you time your 15 seconds for me? Which one am I meant to use, back of my hand or my front? Can't do it. Don't use my phone. What am I supposed to use? Really? Okay, so 15 seconds please. So I'm gonna just count and then time it by 4. So start whenever you're ready. So you're approximately at 80 BPM. And then we're just going to measure your hip girth and waist girth. So we've done your waist already, we know what that is. It's like 100 centimeters. Thank you. So, hip girth. I think the only other thing I need to measure is your ratio, which is done mathematically. So, hip. So we're gonna go where your hip bones are. So, hip. It's your hip. Same thing again. Can you grab this with the other hand? So, just your hip bones. So your hip bones there. Am I allowed to touch you?
Yeah.
Hip bones. Where the hell is your hip bone? Is that your hip bone there? There. Okay.
Femur.
Okay, so. Boom. Okay, so it's a bit, not too bad.
1 million pounds.
You're around 100 centimeters, 105 centimeters. There. And your resting BMI is that. And so that is the fitness profile done. So now that we've got this done, now we're going to do a static postural assessment. So what I'm going to do basically is we're going to do frontal, side, then back. So we're just going to go through each of these. So or is it back then frontal? Doesn't matter. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're just going to go through each one. So basically I'm going to work my way down, looking for any abnormalities. So you can just relax. Don't have to do anything really. It's just relaxing. So start at the. So just look forward for me. Find a point that's straight ahead and look at it. You're purposely tucking your chin. Just relax. That's your left. That's your left side. Same thing. Get them right. Lower body looks fine. Now I'm going back. So I think you're meant to have shorts on, but that's okay. We're just, it's fine. Out. Ankles look fine. Everything seems to look fine. Your back. Let me just check your spine. Okay. That looks fine. Let me just double check. So the only thing I really noticed was a slight rounding forward, like not forward head position, but it's just a slight, just probably most likely from, because I know you, most likely from sitting down all the time and not like moving around. So you're in this position where you're just kind of like slightly rounded for your upper back, and it kind of falls through into your neck, which is fine. It's nothing crazy like that. So I didn't write notable. It's just subtle. So nothing crazy with the static postural assessment, just some slight upper back rounding basically.
Can I put my shirt back on?
You can put your shirt back on and put your shoes back on. So now the last thing we're going to do is the functional movement assessment. So we're going to go for each one of these. I'm going to start with the squat. So I'm just going to ask you to perform 5 repetitions, and I'm going to give you minimal instruction. I'm just going to see how you move. So basically, it's not about doing it perfectly, it's just looking at how you move now. Place your feet shoulder width apart, approximately 10 degrees external rotation. We need a dowel, which we'll use this as our dowel. This will do. I know you're just getting impatient, but this is literally my last assignment, and I'm done completely. So please don't make me have to do it all over again. This is bad. So this, put it over the back of your head, like a back squat position, and basically try dowel over footprint just means try to keep this over your foot. So don't let it go too forward or too back. Now, my instruction that I'm going to give you is I want you to sit back like you're sitting onto a chair and aim for thighs horizontal. Ensure that your heels stay on the ground. Start doing it. 5 reps, I'll take the best repetition. So do it slowly for me, please. Slow down. Okay. No vertical hip displacement. Knees and, can you do one more for me, please? Knees and lower feet. Knees and lower feet. Yeah. Parallel to shins. Can you do one more? Sorry. No. Okay. Neutral. Okay. So. I'll just score it later, I guess. Just write this down. Okay, so next we're going to do the lunge. So lunge setup, I want you in a split squat position. So we don't need that anymore, I think. Yep, we don't need the dowel anymore. Okay, so basically start from the bottom position. Just rest there for a second. And Can you pause in between each rep just so I can have time to like write stuff down, because I'm going to go through each one. Alright, so both knees at 90 degrees, so 90 degrees, 90 degrees, good. So I want you to stand up until your knees are almost straight and lower back down until your knee almost touches the floor in this position. So, just nice and slow for me, do one rep at a time. Okay, do another rep for me. Lead 5 reaches horizontal plane. We're going to do each side anyway. Horizontal pelvis. Knees in line with feet. Go. The arms maintained. Okay. And just do the other side for me again. Yep. Looks pretty good. Okay, yep. Okay, next, we're going to do a bent over row. So, deadlift with bent over row. So, place feet shoulder width apart again, 10 degrees external rotation. Hold on to dowel with arms hanging, hands hanging by the side of the body. Yep. Bend down by bending hinge back at the hips while keeping the spine neutral. Don't do it, that's still really good. Bend down as far as possible, comfortable, aiming for the trunk to be parallel to the ground. So like a penne row. Keep heels on the ground. Once bent over, perform a rowing movement, bringing the dowel to your chest. And you ready? Yep. So hinge back. So you gotta row it to your chest. Bottom row to your chest. So you do a deadlift and then you do it into a 10 leg row. Oh my goodness. Sorry, 1 second. Things are flying. Okay. Trunks. Nice. Okay, yep. Okay. Now we're going to do a thoracic rotation. So I'm going to get you to sit on a bench or stool. What's that? Bench. Stool. It's a bit low.
What am I doing?
I'm doing a rotation. Ow! Okay, so basically, all we're doing is so we're gonna sit on you're gonna just sit on there. You're gonna put this in between your elbows, so this is gonna be behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, kind of like that. I'm gonna slide this in. So you're gonna hold this with your elbows. So have your hands down like this. So you're holding like that. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna ask you to slightly rotate to one side as far as possible, and then the other, maintaining neutral spine. So do it slowly, because I gotta look at you while you do this. So, equal rotation on both sides. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be saying what you're looking for. Okay. Close. That's close enough. Maintain neutral spine alignment. Yep. Upper extension. Slightly. Oh, yep. Reaches at a 90-degree angle. What? Reaches a 90-degree angle at the knee. Oh, that. Okay, cool, yes. Dowel remains from the frontal plane. Oh, that's a different movement. What am I doing? Sorry. There's only 2 for this one. Well. Oh yeah, your spine, your thoracic rotation is fine. Sorry, I was like doing a different one. I was like, what? That makes no sense. Anyway. All right. Now we're gonna do single leg squat.
Oh shit.
So this one's a bit difficult.
Okay, down.
I think it's no dowel.
Ah, fuck, they expecting me to do a single leg squat.
You don't actually have to go all the way ass to grass.
I'm just gonna do it like here.
Client stands with their feet together. Hold a dowel in front of the hips. Okay. With thumbs at the level of an anterior superior iliac spine. What? Okay. Before you continue, lift one foot off the ground by flexing the knee. Squat down onto one leg, sitting back as far as you can comfortable, keeping the heel on the ground. So sit back onto it. So trunk parallel, neutral lumbar. Okay, see? We'll do 5 each leg. Nope. Dowel remains in the frontal plane. Are you meant to have the dowel like that? Hold the dowel in front of the hips. I don't know. With thumbs at the level of the anterior superior. What does that mean?
The anterior superior.
What? Yeah, I should know this, but anyway. Hip, knee, foot alignment maintained. Why am I reading this out? I think I meant to have that down.
That's how you cause an injury.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah, let's just do this then. Let's go with the first one. I think it looked fine. Yeah, let's move on. We've done enough, I think. I'm just going through it again, sorry. Oh, this one, no. You did not do this one. But the rest was well. Okay. Okay, overhead reach. So now we're gonna do client stands with feet, hips apart, hip, foot apart. So stand like this, or like that basically. Keep elbows locked, straight arms. Adduct arms, so like start like this position. So hands down by your sides, starting. So basically you're gonna overreach the top and try to touch your hands together. Maybe come to this side. Yeah. One second. Okay, let's go. So try to make your hands touch. Nice. Okay, so next we're going to do opposite leg, opposite arm reach. I should probably get a yoga mat. I will get a yoga mat. Almost there. 2 more movements to go. So we're gonna do a basically, you know, a bird dog. Okay, yeah, basically doing a bird dog. So I'm just to give you instructions. So, yep. So you're in the bird dog position. Have wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, neutral spine. Now. Lift one knee off the ground by extending at the hip. while lifting the opposite hand, flexing at the shoulder and the elbow. Like that. Hold the position for 5 seconds. Then return to the starting position. Repeat with the other hand and leg combination. Okay? So try to extend your knee as well. Like that. Yep. Okay. You're done. You struggling there? Okay, now we're just gonna do push-ups. So last thing, we're just gonna do push-up. And if you're unable to do a push-up, you can do it from your knees. Okay. So so basically, go back down. Yeah, basically that. It's fine. Okay, you're done. Okay. So I've got a decent score. I found out a few things that you need to work on, mainly your shoulder. So the main thing is, the main thing I really noticed was some scapular winging on your left side and hitching in the shoulder when you were doing the overhead reach. Okay? Alright, so going through the functional movement assessment, it's going to identify, I'm not going to go through too much stuff, I just want to just tell you what you need to work on basically, and then I'll write a program designed to help you work on it. So the first thing is your lumbar, you had a little bit of hyperextension in your lower back, so that's where your back is like arched up like a duck butt. You're probably compensating for something, I don't know, I'm not sure yet. And you were leaning, so the bar, so when you squatted down, the bar was a solid couple centimeters in front of your footprint. So definitely somewhere you're compensating. Most likely hip. Well, this is what this says. This is what this says. This is what this says. So dial over footprint means you need to work on your ankle mobility. So basically, I'm gonna tally these all up, and it tells you what is the most important.
Look at that. Oh my god.
What?
I realized when I was at CHPA, we did this.
Yeah.
And I thought we were doing like an actual exercise. But it was for those fucking students, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
For this. Oh, it's so fun. I thought we were getting like a professional fucking assessment.
Well, you probably were, because it was a footy program thing. They probably had like, or their training. Oh. Anyway, so basically, I'm gonna tell you these all up.
Exactly like that.
I'm gonna tell you these all up basically, right? So this dial over footprint is indicating it's either ankle, hip, thoracic. Your neutral, your hyperextension was indicating hip, lumbar, thoracic. So like that, each one of these are scored as like 1, and I'll just tally them up, right? So, again, your trunk wasn't neutral, you were slightly hyperextended here. So, this one, you passed all the other ones basically. All the ones I said, all the ones that are blank is yes. Oh. And then, I do want to look at it now. Because I gotta go through this and explain it to you. So just, you can have this out. I can fill it out better so you can actually read it. Single leg squat. Again, some hyperextension. Your knee did not reach 90 degrees, so I have a feeling you got some ankle mobility issues. And then your knee foot alignment was not perfect. So like you were rotating. When you were squatting back, you were rotating as you squatted back. So so for your overhead, so your upper body, the overhead reach, all I noticed with that was that your shoulders were hitching. So what does that mean? As you're coming up, right, it was not a smooth motion. It would like kind of like go here, and then it would suddenly jolt. So your shoulders kind of like hitched. So thoracic mobility and scapular stability. So you need to work on some scapular stability. We need to work more with protraction movements and retraction movements, just going through the range more. Lumbar spine remains neutral, so again, some hyperextension through the lumbar. And the opposite arm leg reach, I noticed again, hyperextension. Your pelvis was not level, it would rotate as you would kick. And your scapula was also not level, it would rotate as you would step. And lastly, with the push-up, the only thing I noticed with the push-up was your left side had some winging. So scapular mobility again, like it was really subtle, but it just looked like your left side had some, it was pointy compared to your right side. So that's a little bit of winging. So I think the main thing we're gonna have to work on is scapular mobility and lumbar stability. Those are the two main things I think that is your issue. Most maybe a little bit hip mobility, but yeah, we need to work on your abs more. Like just using them more and going through the whole full range of stability. So we're gonna program some exercises for you that will add to that. And luckily, the program I wrote already has that. So yay, you don't have to change anything. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go and do the exercise program. So I'm just gonna stop and play it so that we can. It's easier to edit. We're going to do the exercise program. So we've gone through all the assessments, we've gone through the screening forms, we've gone through the goals and different stuff. Now we're just going to go through the program that's going to help assist Charles in his goal of losing some weight, but also we're going to work on his posture and his mobility. So we're going to just add some of those stuff in. So basically we're going to do this. So all we have to do really is go through one exercise demonstrating like how we always do. So we're going to start with some walking to get the body temperature up. I'll just put this in like slow motion or fast motion. Let's just, you know what, our walking can be just like setting up the place for the workout. So we'll just move some stuff around. Okay, because we're going to go do some squats, Zercher squats, deadlifts. Just going to go through each of these. So Zercher squats. Put the weight off. Zercher squats, deadlifts, push up with reach, reverse bench. So it's basically like we're gonna set it up so that you do a bend over. We're gonna do like a row, but it's like on this, basically.
A fucking row?
Yeah, reverse bench. We're gonna do some side raises and some supported Readout flies to work on your shoulders. And then we're going to do some planks and side planks to work on your lumbar stability. And then the cool downs is where we're going to work on some mobility stuff. On the cool downs. So, why is this place so messy? It's like my gym is slowly turning into a rubbish bin. Freaking smells like no respect for my gym. What happened to my respect? It's rubbish, man. Okay. So we're gonna start.
Oh, that's on.
Oh no. He's just fucking getting sense. Probably get ran over. Okay, so now that we've done our walking, we're going to do some leg swings. So hold on to something, and we're just going to kick our legs back and forth. Trying to keep that heel directly back. So try not to rotate. Keep that torso, yeah. Try to feel that like hip joint kind of come out of itself, you know. Kind of like, yeah, just like that. Good. So do the other leg, and then we're gonna go side to side as well. So lean forward and we'll brace. So make sure you're flexing your abs, keeping that lumbar nice and stable. Again, lean forward slightly. Side to side, keeping the heel up to the side. Try not to rotate. Good. And do the other side. But again, we're just doing a little dynamic stretch, just getting some blood flow into the joints. Okay, so now we're just gonna do some hip circles. So put your hands on your hips and just do some small circles basically. Just like that. Oh. And kind of like feel for like some tight spots. So like, don't just go through the motion. Try to like keep that pressure in your feet and feel it pop. Oh, that cracked. Nice. Okay. Next, we're gonna do some formula wall slides. So I like wall slides, but since we don't have a wall nearby, we do have a wall. Let's just use that one. I'll go get the formula. It can be just fine back there. So basically, a formula wall slide. Should I move it closer? How to do a formula wall slide. So formula slides up and down the wall. The goal is to protract the scapula, and we want to drive through our armpit. So do not go any further higher. Once you reach this point where it's like you can't go any further, where you have to kind of like go out to go any further, just stop there. So it should be difficult. So basically keep that protraction, flex the abs, flex the glutes, keep that neutral spine. Now stand, boom, that's the highest I can go, and come back down. Make sure we're driving our elbows into the formula. So start a bit lower, So we're pushing our back into my hand. We're flexing the abs like I'm gonna go punch you, and we're flexing the glutes. Yep, go as high as you can go, feeling that pressure come from your armpits. Yep. So nice and slow, you're driving the elbow into the wall, and it's like you're almost like pushing through your armpit. So pushing your back away, keeping that protracted position as you do it. Keep protracting, push your back away from the wall. Touch my hand with your back. Yeah, that position. So keep that position the whole time. Boom. Just do one. Okay, how'd that feel? It's okay? Okay, so that's a good movement to help with your scapular mobility, scapular stability, just movement in general. Next we're going to do a T to Y raise on a bench. So I made this up. I don't know what it's called. You know them as Stephanie Cohen presses, but I'm just going to call them T to Y raise. So basically, we're going to get onto this bench. Oh God. Okay. So T to Y raise, what does that mean? So a T raise is like this, your T, right? And then you want to go into a Y. So this is probably not the best, but we'll just do it anyway. So come up into a T and then extend into a Y. Just do around 5 repetitions for me. Just watch your head. Okay, so stand. Yep. So make sure that you're bracing your abs, you're keeping that ribs down. So think ribs towards pelvis while you do this. So we want to avoid any of this hyperextension here. So we want to think ribs to pelvis. So again, come up. Yep. And now rotate, externally rotate, and now try to press overhead, holding that position. 1, 2, 3. That's good. We're going to do 2 more. So come back down to relax and reset the position. So relax. Now again, I want you to think about bracing again. The ribs down in that equal spine alignment. Yep. Nice back. Slowly rotate. Overhead. Hold that position. 1, 2, 3, and now relax. Okay, so that's that. Push out for your head. Don't go to sleep. You good? Okay. So that's the warm-ups done. So now we're gonna do the workout. So we're gonna start with Zercher squats. So lower body compound exercises. That's front loaded. So we're hitting your legs, we're hitting your back, we're hitting your core. We're hitting all three. So yeah, I'll demonstrate first. So Zercher squat, very simple. Basically it's a squat. You put the squat basically right in the crease of your elbow and you flex to kind of create cushion. Boom, boom. I like to push my fists together. That's a good feeling. Stand up straight. Basically, hips shoulder width apart, 10 degrees, scapular rotation, chest up, sit back, chest high, back. Push the shoulders, the elbows through to avoid your knees. You don't want to like rest on your knees. Through, keeping that chest up. Come on. Squeeze the butt. Do 5 repetitions. Oh, just do 8. That says in the program. Yeah. So make sure you're bracing. Keep that chest high. So keep your chest up. Sit back. Yeah. Try to extend through your thoracic. So you're extending through the thoracic, flexing your lats. Be nice and control. Good. Nice. Good. 2 more. Good. Last one. Okay. Like that. Yep, safe. Good. Okay. Next we're gonna do some deadlifts. So we're just gonna go over here. Put some weight on. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright. So deadlift, basically, it's not a squat. So it's a hinging movement. I like to pretend that I'm a car jack when I'm doing it. So that's how I think of it. So hips straight back. Boom, keep that spine nice and straight. Straight back, grab the bar. Make sure we're thinking about screwing our lats in. So we're doing that. Boom. Dropping the hips. Boom. And then finishing through with the glutes. Okay. Yep. Not bad. I want you to hinge a little bit more. So try to get that lower back. Try to extend that lower back just a little bit more and drop the hips. Yeah, nice. One more. I don't know, maybe 5 more reps, just like that. Nice. So as we're coming up, we're thinking about tucking the butt. So we're not overly extending. We're just thinking about tucking the butt. Boom. There you go. Boom. And now I want you to think about bracing the abs. So if I was going to punch you, you'll be nice and ready for it. Okay. Is that it? Okay. So that's deadlifts done. Now we're gonna do some push-ups with reach. So we're just gonna pretend that this is the same day and that this person is the same person. So we're gonna finish this workout. That's right, good job. Yes. So now we're gonna continue with the rest of the workout. So we're gonna do some push-ups with reach. So basically we're just gonna focus on reaching our abs. So let's do a push-up on your knees first. And now we're just so you want your chest, so you want your butt to be kind of in the middle between your knee and your back. So from here, flex your butt, flex the abs, keep your elbow in line with your hand, come down, touch the chest on the floor, and then pause it there, and then come back up, push it back to the ceiling. Try to really reach. So that's why it's called push-up with reach. On the knees, so make sure you're flexing your butt. Yep. Hands in line. Yep. Push and reach that back to the ceiling. Yes, good. Just give me a few of those. So pushing, yep, good. You're squeezing back and down, and you're reaching at the top. That's good. Keep those elbows tucked a bit more. Yep. Good. Those elbows. Give me 2 more. Flex the butt. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Not bad, not bad. Alright, next we're going to do a reverse bench. So it's basically a row, but upside down. More like. So you're going to get that here. You're going to flex your butt. You're going to keep your chest up like this, and then you're going to roll as high as you can go. Hold it there, and then come back down, letting the back relax at the bottom, and then try to pull that back. You're pulling with your elbow, so your hands are just grabbing the bar. Okay, so come a bit closer, up high. Okay, now flex the butt. Yep. Roll to your lower sternum. And remember, you're pulling with the elbow, not the arms. So roll with the elbow. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Boom. Nice. Back down. Keep that chest high. Chest high. Nice. Give me 3 more. Just like that. Relax at the bottom. Yep. Thank you, man. 2 more. Last one. Give it a nice good squeeze. Elbow, hold the elbow, squeeze at the top, and that will do. Nice. Okay. Next, we're gonna do some shoulder work, so side lateral raises, and then we're also going to superset that with some Readout flies. So I'm going to grab these dumbbells, 3 kilos, and we're just going to lean forward slightly, thinking about the elbows again. We're trying to think that the elbows are higher than the hands. 1, 2, just give me around 10 of those. So lean forward slightly. Lean forward and try not to shrug as well. Try not to shrug. So I like to think that I'm scooping. So like I'm trying to reach away. Yes. So you're trying to keep that trap down as you do it. Yeah. So it feels like you're scooping. Like that. Yeah. Elbow up. Yeah. Nice. Give me 3 more of those. Nice. Elbow up. Squeeze at the top. Nice. 1 more. Squeeze. Nice. That looks good. Okay, now we're going to superset that with some incline chest supported rows. Incline Readout flies. So similarly, we're going to put our chest on this, tuck our chin, grab these dumbbells, and now we're going to just do a similar motion, but now we're going to think about squeezing the upper back. So boom, elbow first, boom, squeeze that upper back. Go. So, legs back so you can support yourself. Tuck your chin. Yep. You can come a bit higher up on the bench so you're not like, so you can breathe. So have your legs kind of support yourself. Okay. Yeah. Now elbow first. Yep. And then you're trying to squeeze back and down. So try to pinch my hand. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Keep the elbows high. Yeah, like that. That's good. Yep. Alrighty. So that'll do that. So last 2 things we're gonna do is some abs. So we're gonna do some side planks and some regular planks. So side planks. We're gonna do basically get into this position. Try to keep the body in line, come up, and then we're basically trying to just get that butt high, right? Holding this position for about 15 seconds, both sides. Just do like 5 seconds. So try to get your butt in line, flex the glutes. Yep. That position will hold 5 seconds. So try to get that butt as high as you can. Try to drag your elbow together. Okay, we'll do the other side now. So butt high. So try to keep those shoulders in line as well, so you're coming on your side. Flex the butt. Yep. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay, that'll do. So your left side seems to be a little better at that than your right. So planks, same thing. Basically now we're just gonna be on the front version. Boom, boom. You can be on your knees if it's too difficult, or your feet. Same thing basically as a push-up where you're flexing your butt, keeping your upper back kind of high. So flex the butt, keep the upper back, push the upper back to the ceiling, and then drag your knee and your toes together. Hold up for 5 seconds. 5, yeah, that's good. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that concludes the workout. Now we're gonna do the warm down. So warm down, it's just we're just gonna do a lunge stretch. So we're gonna walk first to pull our feet. Then we're gonna do a lunge stretch afterwards. So flex the glutes again. Boom. We're not leaning forward, and we're just trying to bring that knee and that foot closer to each other. Boom. We'll do both sides for about 15 seconds. So we're not leaning forward, we're just flexing the butt, trying to bring that butt underneath, right? Okay, cool. So this side, bring the butt underneath. Yep, and then we're trying to bring the knee and the foot closer together. Okay, this side now. I'm gonna go a bit faster, it's not right. Okay. Same thing again. Squeeze the butt, bring the foot and stick together. 10. Good. Alright, now I'll do that one. Now we're just going to do a pigeon stretch. So pigeon stretch. This position kind of an angle, and we're trying to rotate towards this knee on this shoulder, and then we get to a tight spot, and we're just gonna press our knee into the floor. Boom. Yeah. So we're trying to bring the shoulder to this knee, keeping that back nice and straight. Feel that tight spot, and then I'll push the knee into the floor. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll do the other side now. Same thing, try to rotate that shoulder around and bringing it back nice up to the ceiling. Lean forward until you feel a stretch. And push the knee into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to do some shoulder stuff. So shoulder / lat. Where's that band though? Where did I put it? It's here. Oh. Ah, thank you. So we're just going to do some shoulder dislocates. So like this. And like that. So around your back. Letting out stretch your shoulder and your chest. Find a point where it's tight, nice and tight, pull apart. Yeah, nice. So if that's too hard, hold a bit further away, and then try to do that motion again. So hold it back around. Nice. Yeah, that looks a bit tight. So we'll just do about 5 of those. Yeah. Try to bring that shoulder blade. Try to bring those shoulder blades back down. So you're trying to go over. Down. Yep. Try to keep those arms straight. Yep. That's it. Alrighty. We'll do that one more. Yep, that's okay. So lastly, we're just gonna do some lat stretch. So find a partner, or you can find a pole, but we'll just use a partner. Shoulder width, legs shoulder width, or yeah, around shoulder width. Grab my hand. Now we're just gonna sit our hips back like we're sitting on a chair. Sit on a chair, sit on a chair, sit on a chair. Feel that stretch. Relax the back, relax the shoulder. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, same again. Sit back, hinge onto the side that you're stretching. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's tight. Okay, so that concludes the workout. So thank you for watching. Hopefully it was recording.